I'm going to show you how to put your, if you use Eclipse and you own a Luminex, this is how you put your dictionary onto your Luminex. So that's what this tutorial is about. So the first thing you need to do is you need to go to the Stenograph website, stenograph.com/Luminex, whatever. I actually had to look it up. I can never put stenograph.com in and it won't pull up the website for whatever reason. I don't know. But as long as you get to this site, it'll look like this, and you'll have this big blue bar, and you want to go to Downloads, Utilities and Drivers. And then it's going to have all these different drivers and stuff. And you want to download Luminex RTF2 Writer Utility for installing a non-catalyst dictionary in a writer. So you'll want to download that and load it in. I recommend that once it's loaded, you actually put it on your taskbar, the bar down, down at the bottom here. Mine looks like, I don't know if you can see it, but it has the Stenograph logo. That's what it looks like. So I'm gonna so get that downloaded, put it all in there, and then I'm gonna show you how to set it up. Now, one of the things when you're looking for, like, maybe you can't find the download that you just did, it's going to be in your downloads folder, but once it's actually loaded onto your computer, you're going to look for RTF2 Writer, or if you just put in your search menu at the bottom left corner of your Windows display where it says search, you just put in RTF2 Writer or just RTF, and it'll show up, and then you'll be able to open it up. So I've already done that, so I'm just going to close that down, but I want to open mine and I want to show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you open it up. And but before we do that, we need to set up our computer and our writer so it'll accept it. Now, the first thing you need to know is if you have any documents open, you need to close them up, because if you don't, it's not going to work, and your computer is your Luminex is going to beep at you and tell you it didn't load. So the first thing you want to do is just close down anything you have open. So I'm going to close those down really quickly. I just have all these open. So there we go. Now I'm on Eclipse 11, so it's going to look a little bit different than yours. The logo is something I created, I put together. So anyways, the next thing you want to do is you want to open up your dictionary. So I have the icon here, or you can hit F9 on your computer and it'll pull it up. But I have my main dictionary, and when I hit OK, it'll open up my main dictionary. Now, if you already have your dictionary open, let's say you are like finding, like you pull up your find menu, that's hyper keys and then the F, and this is up. Let's say I put in the word attorney. So I have all my dictionary entries that have entries that have attorney in it. Now, the problem is if you export your dictionary just like this, the only words that you're going to actually have on your writer are the ones listed here. So every time you hit any of these, you're going to have attorney. So you don't want that. So what you'll want to do is, if you're in hyperkey F, and then just hit return, and it'll return back to your main dictionary or whatever dictionary you're in. So the next thing you want to do is you want to export your dictionary. And it's under this, or it's under File, and you can export it this way. So I actually have it up on here, so I'm going to hit export. You're going to do RTF CRE rich text format and hit OK. And it's going to come. Now, this is where you want to set it up in the beginning. Now, I'm going to pull this up for you. I actually have a folder. I know the file path, and this is the folder it always goes in. And once I know where it is, and once I set it up, I don't have to remember that again, because every time I do this, every time I upload my most recent dictionaries, because when I build dictionaries, I want to have that in my writer, it's going to save here. So just write down your file path. I just have a folder in my Eclipse called Luminex. That's what I called it, in my Eclipse folder, and it saves it in here. So just you want to make sure you do that. So here it is, my main dictionary. I'm going to hit OK. Let's say I want to add another dictionary. I'm going to add another dictionary because you can add multiple dictionaries onto your writer and it'll use it. So I have a QA dictionary. I'm just going to open it and then I'm going to export it like that. RTF CRE rich text format, and it's going to save it. And it's just going to overwrite. So I don't have to change the name or anything. It's going to overwrite the one you used last. So I had QA already in there and I just overwrote it with the newest dictionary or the most updated dictionary. The next thing you want to do is you need to clean out your writer, or you need to make sure your writer is clear. So what you're going to do is you're going to hit your end, the button on the left, or end on the screen, and then you're going to hit end on the right side, and it's going to clear it out. And then at the bottom, you see this DICT on your screen. Hit that, and then don't touch anything on your screen. It needs to be completely cleared out, or it will not work. So that is the next step. The next step you want to do is you want to pull up your utility, your RTFCRE, this dictionary conversion. And you'll hit, if your my machine's always hooked up by USB, so I just hit USB. And now I want to load my personal dictionary on there. So I'm going to hit personal dictionary, and it may ask you the file name where it is. So you may need to search for it, but since it always goes to where I want it, I'm going to do this. I'm going to just double check here. Today is the 21st of December, or excuse me, of October. And so that's the right one. That's the one I just did. So I'm going to put that, and it's going to put it there like that. And like I said, I wanted to add a job dictionary. So I click on that one, and it's the same date today. And then I just hit OK. And you're going to hear a fun little beep on your machine. So let me pull it out and see if you can hear it when I hit OK. Okay, so at the very end, you'll hear this da-da-da, and that means that it is on your machine, and your machine will restart. And now it's ready to go. So that's pretty much it. That's how you get your dictionary onto your machine.